Welcome back, folks. Girls Substate soccer action will continue right here in Sioux City despite the weather that rolled through the area earlier. The Raiders of East Sac County traveled to Sioux City to take on Bishop Heelan. Heelan, they enter the matchup as the top seed in the Class 1A Region 4 bracket. They'll get a penalty kick early on as Addison Eller uses her hands in the box. Traylon White lines it up, fires it right into the back of the net, and it's 1-0 Crusaders. Not even 30 seconds later, White pushing it up the sideline, and she'll just get it over the reach of the goalie. In it goes, and it's 2-0 Heelan's cruising. We stay in the first. Emily Vargas sets this one up for Brooklyn Stanley. Stanley puts a pretty swing on that one, and it's got enough to get it to go. 3-0 Heelan. Shortly after that goal, here's Reese Bleeker lining it up for Jada Douch, and Douch will hammer this one into the back of the net. That makes it 4-0 in favor of the top seeded Crusaders. Heelan wins 7-0. White picks up a hat trick, and now the Crusaders shift their focus to the sub-state final.
Well, our game plan for Thursday is going to be play our game, concentrate on what we do, play hard, play smart. That's what we do no matter who we face. We play the same. We play hard and we play smart and play our game, and hopefully things work out in our favor.
I'm feeling really good. I did kind of have a good feeling about today with the way our team has been playing, and I'm just proud of us, and I really hope that we can punch a ticket on Thursday, which I have a good feeling about.
The Crusaders will play the winner of Unity Christian and Western Christian. That game will be played tomorrow at 7 o'clock after being moved due to the weather. Other scores featuring area squads: Dallas Center Grimes ends Denison Schleswig's season with an 8-0 win. Spencer advances with a 7-2 win over Spirit Lake. And the Waukee Warriors down Sioux City North 6-1.